Hey guys, not gonna steal your time. This video will be about how can service providers become really AI proof and why most of them are using AI the wrong way. Here's the truth. Most service businesses don't fail because of lack of effort or anything like this. They fail because of wrong decisions. And when you use AI doing wrong decisions, you're just failing faster. The way you're running your business with AI in 12 months will get you out of business. Here's what most people do on their business using AI. They create more posts, they improve their captions, they create carousels, but this is just decorating, it's just window dressing. Meanwhile, your competitor is using AI to decide what to price, who is worth chasing, where to invest effort. And the thing is, AI is not the track. Chaos is. And when you have chaos in your business and you put AI on it, you get a mess. But if you have structure in your business, AI will become just leverage, because every right decision, every right action that you do, you're gonna grow 10x faster and better and with more clarity. Because the biggest misconception there is that the future is gonna be humans versus AI. And the truth is, it's gonna be humans with AI versus humans without AI. Imagine this. Business A takes 2 weeks to send a proposal. Business B has AI and sales engineering and makes a tailored proposal in less than 2 hours. Who do you think the client is going to choose? This isn't about being smarter. It's about being faster, clearer, more engineered. Because when you get speed plus clarity, you always win. And here's something nobody tells you. Being AI proof is temporary. It won't last long. Here, we are at a time that the early adopters are buying themselves an edge, an advantage. And the ones that don't jump on it right now, they will be left behind. Spend years chasing, but always behind. Because when you buy time in a moment like this, you get an edge that compounds. And then you can leapfrog bigger competitors. So this advantage is real, but it's temporary, it's limited. And the ones who jump on it right now, they're gonna own the market. If you are a service provider and you sell through Instagram, for example, a huge problem I know you have is you lose a lot of time handling with curious people who just want free tips and that never become buyers. And this time you're wasting is costing your money. So how can you handle this with AI? You can filter the patterns of people who actually buy, and you can create pre-qualifications so you don't handle these non-buyer people, and you only talk to people who have a higher conversion probability. Lead filtering is very important because it will cut 90% of your wasted time. Because instead of talking to 100 people that they're broke, they're curious, they won't buy. They want a free tip. That besides all the time wasted, and if your time is money, you're wasting money. So besides all that, there is still your self-confidence, because your psychological welfare, when everyone that talks to you won't close, and when you send them your proposal, they're like, okay, I'm gonna think about it, and they don't close, you start to doubt yourself. You start to be like, am I really good at this? Why those people are not closing? It's like, and then you start that self-doubt. And for an entrepreneur, this is really harmful. So when you filter leads, instead of talking to 100 people, you're gonna talk to 10. And these 10 have a really high probability of closing the sale. And then you become like, okay, I talked to 10 people and 7 of them closed. So yeah, I'm a really big shot. So your self-confidence gets really big and you become like, okay, I'm really good at this. And this reflects on your work, your content, everything you do, your positioning. And that gets us to your second move, that is price raising. Because when you have that self-confidence and you know the value you generate, you can use AI to raise your prices without fear, because you'll be like, okay, I used AI to scan my whole profile, story replies, DMs, testimonials, a golden mine you had that you are not using. And you can use it to prove the value of what you offer. And so it becomes reasonable for you to raise your prices. With AI, you can turn invisible value into visible proof. And then you can justify raising your prices. And by doing that, you raise your margins. And so you make what Hormozy says. making the most dollar out of your money model. So your cash flow will be healthy, your company will be healthy, and you'll be able to spend more to acquire more customers and all that stuff. The third move is what I call demand research. And it's easy for you to apply that with AI. You can do it by getting all that DM replies, story replies, everything you have on your social media. That is research, and you have to use that. And with AI, you can use much better. So what most service providers do is get a blind offer and throw it to everyone. They don't know what the people are willing to buy. And when you do that, when you see what your audience wants to buy, you make an offer that is focused on that. And it's much easier for you to sell to them. Feed this data into AI and you get the pain your audience already has. Like a really common one. Oh, I want to sell without having to post every single day. This always pops up because it's a huge pain every content creator or service provider has. So create an offer on that way, solving that problem. This is the opposite of guessing. It's selling with certainty, backed by real demand that you didn't even know you had. AI makes your market, your invisible market, visible. And now you're selling in a certain way to an audience that wants that thing you're selling. So instead of you having to chase them, they chase you because you are now the obvious solution. And here's the biggest trap, the effort first mindset. If you always try to post more, hustle harder, accept everyone, you're gonna fail. Hustle hard is really important, obviously, but if you try to outwork AI, you're gonna fail faster because the future belongs to clarity first mindset. So when you simplify, when you decide better, when you ask yourself, how can I do the path? How can I create the path from follower to DM to offer to client? Then you have a really nice workflow of how your business works. So ask yourself weekly, where am I leaking money right now? Do I have a repeatable path from follower to client? And in which occasions and to whom should I say no to? If you can't answer that, you don't have a business. You only have improvisation. And improvisation won't survive in the AI era. What is the one way out in this new era of business? It's AI plus sales engineering, because AI will give you speed, leverage, clarity, and sales engineering will give you structure, control, predictability. But just one of them will get you fragile. The two of them combined are the only way out. But don't forget, this advantage is temporary, because as I've said, business don't go bankrupt because of lack of effort. They do it because of wrong decision making. And when you are doing wrong decisions and you put AI, you are just fading faster. And here at TCB Consulting, we help you stay ahead with clarity, structure, and AI. And if you liked this video, if this generated any value for you, subscribe. It is the first video, so probably the worst one. And if you want to move faster, you can click the link below.